Do you ever see someone in their early 20s more mature than someone in their 40s or 50s? You know, you hear the term indigo children, which some people, it's a very controversial term because, but there's been, you know, this sort of rise of these indigo children who are highly intuitive and very bright and
And
advanced for
where
their
does
years.
the indigo part come from?
Well, the purple is sort of
I see.
represents like empathy and psychic abilities. So it's a very woo-woo sort of thing. And but there are these indigo children. Do you ever see where there's some that are just step foot in the world and somehow they have this old soul, whereas 50-year-olds still teenagers?
It's interesting. What an interesting question, and an interesting time to ask me that question, because we are, as we are recording this, we happen here at UCLA to be in the final throes of the admissions process, the application process. You know, people applying to the program. We're now in the interview process. We get hundreds and hundreds of applications for the program, between 300 and 400 applications, and there are only a couple of dozen slots in the program, and then we'll only get about, because it's a daunting enterprise to apply, people don't cavalierly apply. It's not like you check off the box top and you send it in. You have to do a whole lot of work, and you have to pay a substantial fee just to apply. And that means that there's a lot of self-selection that goes on. A lot of people who are not really serious don't apply. So we'll get hundreds of applications, out of which maybe 8 or 10 are just no good. All the rest are pretty good. And then there'll be 150, let's say, that are just blindingly good. We'll talk to half of those people and admit 1/3 of those whom we actually interview. So we're in the interviewing process now, and I just interviewed a guy yesterday, very young, and yet he was so mature, like you say. He had actually researched me, knew all of my books, and had actually tracked down my first book, which is a fairly obscure novel, and I thought that was amazingly mature thing for such a young person to do. Very circumspect and wise. You can bet we'll admit this guy. Again, not solely on the basis of that, but the fact that he actually did some research and thought about how he would come across and so on. It bodes well.